Hi guys, funny story. I'm sitting down just about to film this vlog and I look down and I'm wearing my Doctor Who shirt that I had on in my I'm so proud to be a nerd vlog, and I'm like, crap, I can't wear this shirt, just wore it in a vlog like a little while ago. So I run and I change into this Doctor Who shirt that I'm wearing now because I'm a nerd. Anyway, last night was one of those nights where my body decided to keep me up until 4:30 in the morning. And I was thinking, and so I have a sort of script written out for today's vlog, which is not something I usually have. So I'm going to try and make this be not like I'm reading off this sheet of paper as I possibly can. And today I'm discussing religion, which is kind of a hard thing to discuss on the internet because it's kind of that trifecta of you're not supposed to discuss religion, politics, or the Great Pumpkin sort of thing. But I'm going to talk about religion because that's what I was thinking about all night until 4:30. So I'm a Christian, for one, and now you guys have like all these preconceived notions of who I am as a person. Putting that aside, I want to encourage you guys to, as John Green would say, imagine me complexly. Because I like to think that I'm not a typical Christian. And because I'm weird and my brain is like messy, I was thinking last night about how if I'm going through some sort of struggle or some tough time in my life, I'll post about it on Facebook, not in like a whiny way, but just in a, this is what's going on in my life. I could use some prayer for this. Like a while ago, in May, I had appendicitis and had to have an appendectomy really suddenly. So I post on my Facebook, going in to have surgery, can I have some prayers and good thoughts or whatever? And I do that because I know that I have friends who are non-religious, but who care about me enough to put that effort out there to show that they have that concern and that care and that desire for whatever it is that's happening in my life to turn out well. And I don't think that God discounts that just because people don't necessarily believe in him. And this sort of triggered my brain into further thoughts about religion and whatever, and about how the church is kind of messed up. In the way that in biblical times there were the Pharisees and they were the religious leaders of the Jewish community, and those are the people that Jesus, when he was on earth, really didn't get along with. And I feel like to a huge extent, that's what most Christians are. We're so tied up in these are all the rules that we need to follow, and if we follow all these rules, we're good, and it doesn't matter what happens to anyone else, and they have to follow all these rules, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't think that's how life works, and I don't think that's how God and Christianity should work. I've learned through some pretty hurtful situations to me and to others that's really not how life works, and it's so much more important just to love people and to love everyone and to show that love and that kindness and that compassion to people. And that's something that I've just learned along my path of life. And last year I went to like this super conservative Christian college, and overall that was a pretty crappy experience for me, but I did have one teacher. His name was Dr. Harmon, and he was a professor in one of my Bible classes, and he taught me one of the most important lessons that I've ever learned about being a Christian. And he said that it's not up to us as Christians to determine who gets to get into heaven and not. That's God's job. And that is so contrary to everything else that I had ever been taught growing up. It was a spectacular revelation for me, because it was just not something I was ever taught growing up in an evangelical church. I'm taught you got to go out there, you have to go save all the souls. And for me as a person, that's just not who I am. I'm an introvert. I can't just walk up to a stranger and confront them about something like that. That's something that's horrifically uncomfortable for me. And God made me an introvert, so I don't think he made me wrong or he made a mistake making me the way I am and making that situation very uncomfortable for me. And it's such a lifting of responsibility to admit to myself that it's not my job to see if people get saved, to decide. It's my job just to love people and to show that I care about them, and that just that one thing has made me so much of a better person that I can't even like describe it. I have lost the ability to even. And maybe at some point down the line in another vlog, I'll get into some more specifics of things I believe. At this point, there's stuff that I believe that I haven't even told my family about, so it's kind of scary to put it out there on the internet. But I think this is enough worms coming out of the can of worms for one vlog. I would like to say a thank you to my friend Megan, who posted a comment on my YouTube page. That was really encouraging to me. I was kind of like, I don't have time to make vlogs, no one likes my vlogs, blah blah blah, this is all stupid. And that comment was really uplifting to me and really like helped give me the gumption to actually sit down and do this. Have a good evening. Until next time, don't forget to be awesome, guys.